need help with this. I've like no strategies.
I mean, you started strong, but you've got to keep it up. Like, maybe move to Toronto.
I don't even think we have enough voices.
Yeah.
First, you have to actually become a citizen of Toronto.
Yeah, I think you have to move to Canada.
Citizen of Toronto?
Yeah, of just Toronto.
In order to be a citizen of Toronto, you have to be a citizen of Canada.
But you don't have to be.
Actually, to be fair, Canada is still part of the British Commonwealth.
We're part of the Commonwealth, but not part of the Empire.
Right, but I think
if Scarab were the queen, she wouldn't have to immigrate. But since she's not, Canada's a separate country.
I think if she was the queen, then she wouldn't
Why
want
would
to
she
be
be
the
running
mayor
for
of
mayor?
Toronto.
Hey, it's a pretty good rap. If you're the queen, a lot of people would vote for you as mayor.
There are a lot of people making my life decisions for me right now. I don't think I'm comfortable with it. I'm sorry, it's been one of those weeks. I'm being really.
It's clearly been one of those weeks for us all.
Yeah.
Plus, also, I think it's been a while, so we're kind of all semi-distracted.
Yeah, I've had one of those months.
I'm sorry I was a bitch earlier on today, Qara.
I'm sorry, I was really stepping in where I didn't belong. I'm sorry, Scarab.
We kind of we were like little snappy crocodiles.
Stream is live, by the way.
Oh, good.
Oh, thank God, I put my pants on in time.
I'm in a dressing gown.
That makes one of us.
I don't know how to swim. Is that going to be a problem with the stream? Or is it like shallow?
I think it's a shallow one. I've got waders.
Oh, okay, wordplay.
Why is everybody telling Adell to shut up? He's the GM. He's the one who's supposed to be talking.
Oh, good. You weren't listening.
Right.
Jack doesn't even have rights. Jack, you can't say that.
Oh, you can start now.
But who's sad now, Jack or Adell?
There.
Adell.
Oh.
Because I told him to shut
Adell's
up.
not allowed to be sad. Jack is allowed to be sad.
Jack is not allowed to be sad. Nobody's allowed to be sad.
I'm always sad.
Aww.
With the rows of dandelions growing all around.
Okay, laughing at you was not the proper response there. I'm sorry, Jack.
I nearly quoted a song and I realized I'm the only person here who would know it.
You can't
What's the
prove
song?
that. Unless you wrote
Try
it.
it.
The song is actually called "Why Must I Be Sad."
Oh, we don't know it.
Yeah.
Incidentally, Rick, do you remember that one Ozzy and Millie? Well, I say one, it would be in Millie sequence. Several Ozzy and Millie sequences where Llewellyn kept running for like president, even though like Greater Llewellyn was apparently a separate nation. So how was he able to run for American presidential candidacy? And how did he keep getting so close to winning?
That was DC Simpson and her interesting take on politics.
She was a lot better when she stopped putting politics into the script, put it like that.
Well, I mean, she never totally stopped, but she was less blatant about it later on.
Yes. Although I was quite amused by that one time when they thought he might have accidentally won because the ballot papers were so confusing.
Right, which was a bit of commentary on the on Florida, because I swear to God, if you've never been to Florida, I promise you can't understand how messed up that is.
In some states, the winner was take only one.
Okay, so where did we left? Like, what was it, like 3 weeks ago or something?
Something like that.
It's been a while.
Dirk
I feel like I need a recap.
Okay, now we had we managed to defeat the ice golem who went crazy based on the
ice elemental.
Yeah.
Alright, we exploded the ice thing.
And fortunately that gave us Pat's back. We were all feeling kind of tired, and I believe we were talking about resting for a bit after setting watches. So that way we'd be ready again, ready to tackle the room.
Well, what happened was the reason you even were in the room that the elemental went crazy in was because there was a ring in there, and the ring was able to control the stone golem blocking your way to the monument that you were trying to get to.
Oh, did we get that ring, or did we just ignore it in the end?
No, we did.
No, you grabbed it. Grabbed it.
Okay, good.
And when you killed the ice golem, when it died, it caused all the platforms that would appear with ice to like permanently form. So you don't have to like mess around with them.
Which is
anymore.
also convenient.
Yes.
So now all that's left for you guys to do is go backtrack to where the stone golem thing is and where Pliskin, that snake guy, is, and get your monument that Denz was looking for.
Right, Pliskin the snake.
I like this skin. Also, Dirk is asleep.
Dirk is
Can't we wake him up right now?
He's technically awake, but he's not in good shape.
So Rishcodish can just carry him.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
I believe we talked about
Okay.
we talked about setting up a camp so that way he would be able to.
Yeah, you when we finished the session, I think you guys were taking a rest with Pliskin, so you were like already back to him.
Oh, okay.
And now you've been
another
resting
one's
for
over.
an hour, which is enough for for Dirk to have recovered.
And enough for us to get bored.
I
Yeah, and
don't
you're
promise
bored.
to not have drawn on his face.
Pliskin did draw on his face.
That's good.
Dirk's face is covered in little scales because Pliskin was trying to make him look more like an ancient.
That's more mature than what I would have drawn.
That was great. Yeah. What? Did he draw some hemipenes there or something?
When you
No,
think about
I'm-
it, lizards have different genetic anatomy, so what's rude to Pliskin might not be the same thing as with us.
That's
Right.
why I said hemipenes.
Okay, so Dirk's waking up. He sees that his friends are with him and that he's not in the room he kind of dozed off in.
Oh well, that's strange. What happened while I was out?
We kick back.
Whoa! Oh, I didn't
It
miss the
begins.
feedback.
It begins again.
Pliskin tells you that your friends managed to get the ring, so all that's left for us to do is go past the stone golem.
We were awesome.
Okay, so let's just go stab this stuff and finish it already.
Yeah, I
The
don't.
whole point is to avoid
no,
stabbing,
Ish.
actually.
We just went through that entire fuss so that we didn't have to stab it. Don't worry. Who's wearing the ring? Somebody put the ring on. Who put the ring on?
It wasn't me, I was busy exploding something.
It wasn't me, even though it would look wonderful on me.
And it wouldn't have been Jack because it
Because
would have.
Jack was asleep.
So I guess by
So it was
default,
you.
Kerisho's the one wearing the ring, huh?
Yeah.
I guess he
Probably.
is pretty
I don't
stylish.
trust you with it, human.
Pliskin
You don't
warns.
trust anyone with anything.
He kind of taps you guys on the shoulder and he's like, "Listen, when we go in this room with the golem, we got to make sure we're in close proximity to Kerisho, because the ring only has I believe, a 10-foot radius."
Guys, I have to ask for. Okay.
What?
Okay, so hold on. I have a crazy baby who's making a guest appearance.
Okay.
Hi, crazy baby!
Hi, Zoe.
Okay, so sorry.
Playing
You
the
were
role
saying.
of Pliskin.
Okay, you were saying everyone has to stay close to Kerisho.
Yeah, because Pliskin believes the ring doesn't have a huge area of effect. So if you're outside of that area of effect, the golem might assume you're a enemy.
Oh dear.
Of course.
And we
So
get
if
a proper fight that way.
This thing will crush us.
Ursa is grabbing a hold of Kerisho's cloak and hanging on for dear life. She
That's
grabbed
right,
his
I'm
arm,
that
but she
damn
thinks
sexy.
he needs both of those.
Okay, so are you all ready? He asks.
Yes.
These will ever be.
I guess so.
Okay. He tells Kerisho to kind of be right behind him, and he goes to push the stone door open ahead of you guys. Ahead is a very, very tall room, big enough to hold the very obvious stone golem standing in the center of the room. It's got gems encrusted in its body, and it's missing one of its arms. And one of the gems is kind of in its face, like as if it were an eye. And it's got this red glow coming out of it that it's using to scan the room over. There's a body to the right of it that looks flattened pretty much. And crushed, yeah.
No,
What kind of body?
How?
Sorry, say again?
I was asking. No, how fresh is the body?
Relatively fresh.
And what species is it?
It's the same one as Pliskin.
Okay.
I know it's really hard to recall because it's been so long, but he had come in with a friend, and the friend had gotten crushed, and that's why Pliskin was hiding in the room outside.
All right.
So, and you can see where the guy is crushed, kind of pieces of the missing arm laying around, and past its legs, you can see the stone monument with the writing etched in it that Dens wants.
Oh my.
So as soon as you guys enter, this thing is like scanning the room, and the light passes over you, but nothing seems to happen once it passes over you, and it just seems to ignore you and continue surveying the room.
Okay. All right, we're gonna have to move. I don't know how. I guess I don't like this. I prefer to move to work quickly on this.
I'll try and be unobtrusive. Sorry.
So we just grab the thing and get out.
Pliskin at this moment kind of whispers to you guys that he would also kind of like to approach his fallen friend to get something off of him.
Oh God.
How about we just grab the body and take it out, and you can do whatever you want once we're out of here?
Because it's squidgy.
I can grab the body, human.
Ew. Well, you insist, but yuck.
Pliskin insists that we all stick together so that we don't risk anything, and we just approach each object of interest as we want.
That works for me. I think we should go for the body first.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm inclined to agree with Rishcodish that we should just, rather than sort through the body, we could pick up the body and, also, we'll be able to give him a proper burial or funeral as appropriate to your species.
Kerisho, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not sure there's much of him left for us to give a decent burial to. Not that I'm saying we shouldn't try, just putting it out there.
Yeah, also...
Humans are pretty unimaginative about death rites.
Also, well, look, there might not be much left, but on the other hand, it beats standing here while we try to sort through things.
This is true. Carry on.
The light passes over you guys again, but again, nothing happens.
Okay, yeah, let's just, as much as we can, just, pick up his friend's corpse, and then we'll move on to the tablet we came for.
We have a twiddle.
We won't need it, assuming you guys don't mess this up.
Okay.
Why would that be an assumption?
God damn it! That was you said the quiet part out loud.
See, now you said it. Now we want to mess it up.
Pliskin pretty much says that there's really no need to carry the body out. When it comes to his people, usually where they die kind of becomes their monument, and that they preserve them through storytelling.
Okay.
And
that's a pretty disgusting monument.
The reason that he wants to approach him at all is because there's a necklace on him that he wants for the purpose of of his culture.
Okay.
That sounds like an understandable and perfectly rational reaction to death. Yep.
Okay.
Then a little lizard tongue comes out as you say that.
What? I was being sincere.
Alright, so let's all link arms and slowly move over to the monument or the body, whichever you guys prefer.
We'll start with the body. We'll start with the body, and then we'll go towards the monument.
Okay.
There's the visual for this week's sketch.
As we're all moving across to the body, there are some interesting looking statues in the room, more like those earlier when we played. You guys found a trap where there were stone statues hitting drums. They look very similar to that.
Things too.
Oh no.
And they look the same, very human-like, but they seem to have these strange antenna-like horns coming out of the hair.
Oh my.
But they're not the same. They don't look exactly the same as those other ones. The other ones look more mechanical and movable. These look more just like straight-up statues.
Mm-hmm.
We could stab them just in case.
Perception check.
Perception
Everybody
check.
perception check. How do we do that again?
If people are being paranoid about
d20.
perception checks, I better make one too.
Just write the number in the chat.
Zombies of the Gene sucks.
Almost awesome.
I'm a trade zombies of the Gene pool.
No, hold on. That mistyped. That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Let's say my minimum is a 5.
Ursa and Dirk don't really seem to notice much. Rishcodish and Kerisho, you can kind of see that there were other bodies in here, back towards where those statues I mentioned are.
What kinds of bodies?
More human-like, kind of like the zombies you've been fighting.
Oh, I don't really care about humans.
What did we were just saying about disrespecting other cultures?
I didn't say I think what humans do with their dead is stupid, although it is. I just said I don't really care about that.
Wait, hold
You
on.
just said it.
Can you two do one more perception as you're looking over at the bodies?
Yeah,
Oh.
sure.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
Oh. Like I said, Rishcodish doesn't really care about them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh dear.
Okay, you guys don't really notice anything. There's just debris and the bodies.
Oh god.
I don't like this.
No, I don't like it either.
Who cares?
Alright. So at that point, as you guys kind of lose interest in looking, you reach Pluskin's fallen friend, who, there's not much left of him like you guys thought. Most of anything on him is unrecognizable, but there is a bag nearby, and Pluskin kind of reaches over and grabs it, and inside is the necklace. And he kind of kneels before his friend for a moment, mutters something in
Perception check. I want to see if he does anything with the body while he's kneeling next to it.
Sure.
Clever.
Okay. You don't notice him doing anything.
You do not notice any fucking going on.
Do you speak Draconic?
I do.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
so much he does.
Rishcodish, you recognize that he's saying, it sounds like some kind of prayer for his fallen friend.
Okay. He has
He's
that
just,
right.
he's pretty much saying how he's gonna miss him.
He has that right? So kind of
I'll
you.
give him his space.
And he gets up, he puts the necklace over his neck, he looks at the others and nods that it's okay to move on.
Well, that's depressing.
Then let's move on.
Alright. Do another perception as you're making your way over to the monument.
Oh,
Oh,
fine.
yes! Oh, hell yeah!
Okay.
I think my rules would be better if I had like an actual table to roll on. But
Wow, good rolls, except for Rishcodish.
Great. For now on, poison is the book I roll on.
Okay, when you guys are kind of walking over and you're looking back at those statues and you notice that one of the bodies seems to have moved forward a bit from where it was before.
Oh, Christ.
God
Yeah, that's the thing
Ursa
you wanted to
resists the
check
urge to
beforehand,
squeal.
wasn't it?
And looking closely, you can see that they're kind of moving,
Yeah,
but they're crawling.
let's just hurry up
And
and get this done.
Hold on.
as the yeah,
They're crawling, huh? Is
Mhm.
is the statue reacting at all?
as the statue's passing around, it's not hitting them. The light's going over them, so it doesn't seem to notice them yet.
Okay. What we might need to do is we're going to stay back such that the light will be able to, if they try to advance on us, the light will hit them well before they get to us.
how about we just kill
Okay.
them first?
because they might separate us from each other, and if that happens, we have
They'll
problems.
just kill them really quickly.
The problem here
Or
isn't...
my idea is that if we stand back far enough, we'll get the statue to do the killing for us.
Typical of a human, trying to get someone else to do all your work for you.
Okay, Rishcodish,
Pliskin
are
kind
you
of
really
classic.
this blind? Not human!
What's the difference?
Well, about
Saw that
6
one
centuries
coming.
worth of lifespan, 70 centuries of culture, 17 different language dialects, and need I mention the giant pointy things sticking out of the side of his head.
The golem's head seems to rush over to where all the noise is coming from, but again, as the light passes over you, it doesn't actually do anything.
I'm
Because
sorry,
it
okay?
perceives you
Ursa's
as
had enough of
allies.
this.
Right now,
All
the
humans are pretty ugly.
Pliskin
That's
kind
one
of
out of 10.
worriedly tells you guys to calm down.
Dirk does the same. This really doesn't matter at present. We can go over this later. Let's just get this done.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay, let's go.
Honestly, that was a better reaction than you was expecting.
Yeah, I don't know what to do now.
She actually did what we asked her to.
Well, he's paying my bills.
I was gonna say, she actually did what I asked her to.
Okay, so you guys make it over to the monument. Do one more perception. It's gonna be a lower roll this time, since now you're aware of the...
What are we rolling again?
Perception,
This die is weighted.
What dice are we rolling? I forget.
It's a D20?
Thank
plus
you.
your perception check. If you don't have perception, 1d20 plus your wisdom.
I don't think I have wisdom.
Well, you do.
I got 20 again. So that's
Okay.
21.
Okay.
Yeah, my wisdom modifier is 0. That makes sense.
Yeah. As long as the modifier isn't negative, you really don't need to worry that much.
Yeah, I actually have ranks of this skill, so that's.
Okay, they're getting pretty close. You imagine that within, like, in a meta sense, one more roll, they're probably going to be close enough to, like, get up and attack you.
Okay. In that case, before we get to we start taking these things down, are they in the range where the golem might go after them if need be?
If they were to stand up right now, I would definitely see them.
Okay. Well, in that case, you know what? I'm going to try to shoot them, and I'm hoping maybe the sound of it connecting will get the golem's attention.
Okay. Do a, attack roll.
Oh, sure,
Yeah, let
he
me-
gets to stab things. Human privilege.
Yeah, but he can stab them at range. That's the thing.
And it's not stabbing. I'm not using a sword. Jeez.
Oh,
Yeah,
alright.
he gets to pierce things.
Thank you. Okay, that's a lovely attack roll of
12. Yeah, that hits one of them, actually. That hits the closest one to you guys.
Well done.
Does it react
it
to the
die?
Oh, I roll damage
Oh.
as you hit it.
Oh right, yeah, damage.
Because you actually are hitting this thing with an arrow.
Yeah, I wish. I accidentally typed in 54 almost.
You paced it! No, alright.
Kerisho pulled out his explosive arrow.
I've been saving this baby for a special occasion.
Oh yeah.
You hit it, it kind of yelps out in like a groaning pain or whatever you want to call it. And, the golem nearby reacts to the noise again and peers around, and it's gonna do a roll to see if it notices them.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, it notices them. And within an instance, just kind of like all the crystals on it just kind of start shining red everywhere, as if it were like just like I don't even like a rave
Disco?
A security
Yeah.
robot.
But it's just it's like this loud noise is just emitting from it, and it's just stomping its way over to where they are. You can watch the carnage if you want, or you can leave.
Well, I was
join
about to say
in.
we still have to get the tablet.
Yeah. Pliskin offers his help in trying to remove it if you want it.
Thank you,
That'd
Pliskin.
be useful.
I think
Uh,
we
How
should
heavy
try
is
does-
it?
first.
I could probably lift it.
It's fairly big, so it looks like it's gonna at least take 2 people to help carry it out. As you look at it, you can definitely tell that there's at least one chunk missing, which was the chunk you assume dents have, but there also are other bits that seem to have fallen off or have withered away in time.
Oh god damn it.
Anyway, as you guys are looking it over, you just see in the background, you're hearing wee wee boom.
Oh, actually, I'm just curious. You remember how there were crystals that were broken off of this? Do they turn red and react when it turns red and reacts?
There weren't crystals broken off from it. It was like the remains of its stone arm that fall. They're like it's missing an arm,
Oh,
and those are like
red?
around the room.
okay, but there's no gems or crystals that were broken off.
No. For one, where the arm was, but it seems to have shattered.
Okay. All right. Never mind then. All right, yeah. Let's try to get this thing out. Who besides Rishcodish, who's the dumb muscle?
Oh, don't look at me. I've got a -1 strength modifier.
Pliskin makes it clear that his race, while not as strong as the orcs, is above average. So
Okay, I was about to say because Kerisho's of average strength.
As
Yeah,
is
humans
Dirk,
are weak,
so-
but the rest of us can probably take it.
let's show the humans how we do this.
Yeah,
Oh, don't you start now, Pliskin.
weak humans.
He kind of gives the humans a teasing look, and then he goes over to help Rishcodish. You should do a strength check, Qara.
Yes, I should. D20 again?
Yeah, and then
What's
just
your
the
strength
strength modifier.
Alright.
And Pliskin's gonna aid you.
15 with my modifier.
Okay, Pliskin rolled an 18 on the roll, so you guys lift it like champs.
Woo! Ooh. Ah.
Kerisho, you remember that you guys came here on a caravan, so all that's left is now getting out and putting this thing on the caravan.
Right. Yes, I do remember. All right. Now let's get out of here.
Sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
You hear more smashing in the background, like a leg flies by one of you.
Ooh.
Human leg?
Yeah, it's the zombies this thing is
Oh,
smashing.
okay, whatever.
I don't like zombies.
I would have assumed Rishcodish's first thought was, tasty.
I
Yeah,
would
but my
not eat
hands
the
aren't
zombie.
free.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
And now we pass by all the axes Rishcodish can't grab.
Aw,
We
what a shame.
a single tear as she passes one.
Like
Hey, human, you want to grab that?
Okay,
Like you would have
fine.
it, Dirk.
I will grab the axe.
If
Well, this human will grab the
Rishcodish wants to
goddamn-
start asking favors of Kerisho, he's gonna have to learn 2 things: 1, his name; 2, his species.
Yeah, when I say human, I actually meant Dirk, because he's the only human I was on speaking terms with, but I won't mind if any human grabs the axe for me.
Pliskin's like, can we go? This is heavy.
I'm fine with grabbing the axe as long as you're fine with me docking it from your pay.
Ho ho!
Rude.
Ooh.
Free axe. Typical humans.
Yeah, I need to
Send
find
me-
the magic spell, a magic spell to dispel racism.
Isn't it very
It-
speciesism?
It has no effect on half orcs.
If it did have an effect on half orcs, you could use it in politics and stuff like that.
That would be very racist, though.
It'll be
It's
handy.
cheating.
Because you're just using a magic spell to brainwash them to like you.
Are we really having
No,
this
I
conversation
don't
now?
know.
I'm just saying they have to hate me for reasons other than my race.
Can we
Or
not?
other than a race that you don't actually have.
This makes it double racist.
Oh my god.
There's no such thing as double racist. You're either racist or you're not.
I second
Oh,
what
that's
Adele
pretty
said.
racist.
I'm
things
sure
that
that we
don't
can invent double racism.
Besides which, it's speciesism. Clearly.
Well, okay, if you want to be specific.
I'm hanging onto your cloak. Trust me, I get to be specific.
Well, if we're on our way out, once we're out of the room, I don't think you need to hold on to the cloak any further.
He's gonna let go.
Well, I am pretty. I am pretty.
Yeah, you're safely out of the room, so
Okay.
you don't need
the cloak.
the golem has at this point also finished wrecking those guys and just kind of waddles back in front of where the monument used to be, unaware that it's not there anymore.
Oh, good. I was hoping we weren't going to have to deal with an Indiana Jones style escape sequence.
This is reminding me more and more of the security bots from Gunner Creek Court.
Yeah, this thing is very single-minded. It knows how to smash anything that's not supposed to be in the room, but has no idea why it's smashing the things in the room.
We could still try to kill it.
No, we
Get out of here.
I don't even want to know what the damage reduction is on that thing. Let's leave.
What's a damage reduction?
Let me see. Wait, hold on. My character has knowledge arcana. Yes, I do have knowledge arcana. It's not a question of damage reduction. It's a question. No, I don't. No, I don't have knowledge arcana. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Derp.
Besides, you have to make.
I'm
the
sorry.
roll before you told me anything.
Well, oh wait, no, I'm a bard. I do kind of sort of ish have things. Bards, it's awesome.
Damn it.
I was about to say, yeah, those things, you generally need a magic weapon in order to harm those.
Pliskin nods in agreement. We would stand no chance. And I'm, no offense, you guys are cool and all, but I would not help.
To be honest, I really don't.
I wouldn't help, but I am one of us guys.
I wouldn't need help from a human.
Oh, fine, and you won't get help from the humans and the elf.
And a lizard.
What even is an elf?
It's a good question.
Yeah, that is a question that has been long debated.
All right, that's enough of that. You guys make your way out. No more problems on the way.
Okay.
Because of the ice elementals defeat, the area is much easier to traverse. So you make it out. No problems. You're a little Rishcodish and Pliskin are a little tired from carrying this heavy ass rock the whole way, but are no worse for wear. And outside, the sun's going down, and your caravan is right outside, untouched.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I'm
Wait,
about to set up and get back.
It could have been?
You don't know, but it's not.
It's gonna nick our stuff.
Pliskin and Rishcodish heave the stone onto the caravan, and he kind of bows to the four of you and is like, thanks a lot for the help in retrieving my friend's amulet.
You're welcome, and thank you for your help retrieving this monument.
Thank you, Mr. Snake Person. You're very nice.
No problem. I do have one request. Please keep our meeting a secret from your people.
Who's people?
Well, all of you.
I think he means our employers.
The Nihilists, my race, we're very isolated for the most part, and we would prefer to stay out of your affairs. If you promise this of me...
I know the feeling of wanting humans out of our business.
And also, the fact of the matter is, currently, you guys are expanding a lot around these islands, and our home is hidden around here, and we'd prefer if you were... We don't mind that you're expanding, but we would prefer if your expansion wasn't in active search of where I live.
I'm not sure we have any control over that.
Yeah, humans have a tendency to go trying to assert their rule over everyone they ever find.
Well, she's not wrong.
Human trying to order around a non-human.
Oh my.
You want to apparently you don't study enough of your own people's history.
Anyway, as long as you can keep our meeting a secret, I think that should at least give my people some time to figure out a suitable solution. In return, I'll tell my people of you guys, and if you ever come across them and give them my name, I'm sure they'd be willing to help you.
Yay!
Okay.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. He, at that point, he kind of, puts a cloak over his head and begins waddling
wasted
off
opportunity. One of us should have found a Metal Gear in there, just like a gear lying around.
Yeah, right. Yeah, totally missed opportunity.
Yeah, you also missed that opportunity to go Rari Rurero.
How do you even say that?
Rari Rurero. You know
Rick,
why?
remember
Because don't forget, I minored in Japanese. I can do the.
Okay.
I can actually do the
Rick.
RL alive.
Rick, I need you to remember the basics of CQC. Alright, Pliskin leaves at that point.
Bye, Pliskin.
Bye.
After he gets a certain distance away from you guys, he kind of falls on all fours and just, like crawls away really quickly.
Interesting.
Mental.
Okay.
A human laughing at anything different.
Am I allowed to ice? What's my ice attack again? Let me just.
Ray of Frost.
Thank you. Am I allowed to rear thrust Rishcodish in the face?
As
No.
the DM, I can't exactly stop you, but I would not recommend it.
Well, Ursa exerts incredible self-restraint and continues clinging to Kerisho's cloak. It's a very nice cloak. She kind of wants one of her own.
Damn, I'm hot.
Oh, Jesus.
I was thinking about the cloak, to be perfectly honest, but sure, if that makes you happy, sure.
Anyway, yeah, the sun is setting, so you can probably still make it back to the city around just before it gets dark.
Let's get the
Okay,
fuck out
let's
of here.
do that. Among
Okay.
other things, we have the stuff from Millhouse's brother to give to Millhouse.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, you do.
I forgot about that.
And you also have a few items that if you give to Dens, you remember he said he'd give you extra rewards if you gave him other relics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you leave the ruins finally, like 2 months later.
Yeah, you thought that was going to be one session, didn't you?
Yeah, I really did. Oh man, did I overestimate how fast you guys are.
I was about to say, you know how paranoid and slow players could be, and that's when they know. That's when they're familiar with this.
No, I mean it was cool. I'm kind of glad it lasted as long as it did. Anyway, so you guys are traveling. Let's make sure nothing happens on the way.
Oh.
You're fine. You see
Hello?
like.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hello? Oh dear, we
Hello?
lost her.
Hello.
We lost to Qara.
Did we?
Oh no. Oh, there she is.
I know I hear her. She's just being really quiet.
Hello, am I
she's-
back?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
You back?
We can hear you.
Did I miss anything
vanished.
important?
No, nothing important. Just death.
Hello.
Rishcodish died off
No?
screen.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, there was a huge group of raiders. They all shot her in the head.
Blood, death, destruction.
Oh,
Wait, no,
okay.
that's Escaflowne.
That's cool. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay, good.
You.
I was called
no-
Escaflowne.
Nothing happened to you guys on the way back to town, thankfully. As you make it to the gates into the city, you're stopped by 2 guards, two like naval officers, and they approach you, and one of them says, "Halt, travelers, we need to check your caravan before you can enter into the city."
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Okay. We didn't need to be checked beforehand.
What? You think we're thieves? Just because we're not all human?
Rishcodish, allow me to take care of this one.
The guards are eyeing you suspiciously.
This is a bit unusual. Has there been a problem with smuggling?
We're not really at liberty to talk about that. We would just like to check your cart.
Can I make a
Are you even
charisma
real
check and make him
guards?
talk?
I was about to say we have. But while he's doing that, I am going to make sure to get out our contractor, our proof of working with the with the professor while they're doing that to show that
Okay,
you
well,
do have
well,
paperwork.
yeah. Well, one looks the card over. The other one takes your paper and is reading it over, and he's like, oh, "Okay, you're working for Dens, huh?"
Yes.
That guy's kind of an oddball, isn't he? He kind of cracks a smile and reads it over. All right, it all seems good. He hands it back to you. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the full detail is, but we've had some strange things going on in this town, and we're trying to avoid anything getting in.
Quest hook.
Like what?
One looks at the other, and they're like, "We prefer to keep it a private matter at this point."
Can I charisma them?
Fair enough. Maybe if people are looking for help, maybe we'll be able to ask around later.
The one looking over your paper says, "Well, there is the Adventurers Guild. If you guys, we are posting jobs there regularly. If you guys really wanted to help. Otherwise, though, better to just keep it out of mind." And the two open the gate, and they, everything checks out, so they let you in.
Okay.
Guild.
They recommend going straight away to Dens because the library is probably going to close soon.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this place is like trying to get packages in and out of Australia. You can get whatever the hell you want out.
Yeah,
Getting back in, you have the problem with.
Yeah, they aren't having problems.
Hardly people like criminals.
They didn't have to check you when you were leaving because you were leaving with nothing, basically.
Yeah, I was trying to ship things to Australia. Ugh.
My friend once successfully sent me a box containing 2 packets of leaf tea and 6 fireworks.
Yeah. Well, don't forget I sent a fourth wall piece to Australia.
Oh yeah.
How hard was that?
It took well over a month for that to get there. We were actually starting to get worried.
Bad.
Because we were trying to get everything in place before the game started, and that one was very close to the line. That one got to Australia like a couple days before the ARG officially started.
Wow. The more you know.
The less you understand.
No, I think we all understand Australia is really anal about what comes in.
Okay, so you guys are back in.
Entirely people by criminals.
You guys are back in Nona, which was the name of the city, in case you forgot.
We did.
I know you did. That's why I said
the name of the city.
Nona. Sorry.
And are you guys going straight away to the library, or do you want to wait until tomorrow?
Let's go straight away.
Now.
Okay.
I don't trust this tablet to not explode.
Minimize the chances of this thing breaking.
Minimize chances of destruction.
Okay, you get to the library. When the caravan kind of pulls up to it, a few of the workers in there notice you and come out to help move the monument.
Oh, good.
Or well, they come to see what's going on, and then when they see you have the monument, they offer help. They don't just like
we
no.
can script them into helping us move it.
Yay!
Can I intimidate them?
No.
Okay, roll intimidate.
You can, but it's a bad idea.
You have After Effects. We don't need to intimidate them. They were already helping us. Please be nice, Rishcodish. Can I counter her intimidate with charisma? Can I counter her intimidate?
Yeah, you can roll a charisma too.
Yes.
My intimidate bonus is 5 plus 16. I've got 21 for intimidate.
Oh, thank God! I got a straight 20.
What's your charisma?
With a charisma modifier of 3, 23. I outdo her.
Okay, they both look at you very confused, and they look over at Dirk, and they're like, "What do we do?"
Just help us bring this thing to Dens, please.
Okay.
It's rather heavy.
Does everybody remember when I said I wrote a character who doesn't give a fuck? How long did that last?
It lasted up until you met Rishcodish.
Yes.
Okay, they begin carrying it in. They recommend you guys meet Dens. who at this point has looked out the window and saw the monument and is like excitedly running down the steps to meet you guys. Does he trip on the way down? Yeah, he does. Unlike the last step, he like face plants.
Can I like pick him up by the neck and like set him back on his feet?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, I do that.
He squirms.
You know, Qara, after this, I just think you have a lot of anger issues to work out.
Rishcodish has the biggest chip on her shoulder.
He's
I'd like
like
to know what that chip is, to be honest.
I thought we
he's
talked
rubbing
about
his
it.
he's rubbing his forehead where he fell, but otherwise
Don't
it's
talk to
like
me.
he can't. He's honestly he's speechless that you guys even managed to get it after so much trouble that he had been having.
Okay, everybody preen. We have to look as good as possible. We're trying to join an adventure with Kill.
Everyone do charisma checks.
I
Wait,
have
is
a
this-
negative in the charisma.
All right, that's fine. You're doing like a dramatic
Oh, I rolled a
pose.
natural 20 though.
Wait,
Oh my
dramatic
god, I love
pose?
this book!
20 minus 1
Oh.
is 19.
Okay.
Oh, if we're doing
I
dramatic
got
poses,
20.
I'm going to use acting.
Okay.
I got 20
Okay.
plus 3.
But why are we all rolling 20 on charisma?
I don't
Okay.
know. Especially for such a
I don't
pointless roll.
know.
They should have sent a poet.
Okay, you guys do like a Power Rangers like dramatic pose, and fireworks go off behind you, and Denz is just in awe.
You know why? Because I'm a
Well, there you go. There's your next piece of art.
And Denz is like,
We got
thank you guys
3
so much.
natural 20s and 1 regular,
In one
one added 20.
Yeah,
That's-
he is so amazed. He thinks you guys had like virtually no trouble. That like it was a cakewalk.
We did have virtually no trouble. We just stabbed a few things.
Oh, crap. You know what this means? It means he has incentive to pay us less.
No, he's
because
actually
when we're this awesome, you have to pay for that level of awesome.
no, he's actually considering giving you a bonus because of
Oh, well, carry on
just
then.
like. So Denz invites you guys upstairs, and as you guys are going up, he's talking about how he's gonna, examine the monument and hopefully be able to decipher the language that's on it. And besides that, he says that if you guys are interested in the knowledge he gets from it, he'd be totally fine with sharing it with you later.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he'll just pay you and let you all be on your way.
Oh, I as an advocate of living history, Kerisho is totally all about sharing information.
Ursa is also doing the lick cycle.
Paying us sounds like a good idea.
Right, of course. 1 second, let me just go to the safe. And he waddles over to the safe and begins putting in a combination, and he opens
Which
the
is
thing
1,
up
2,
and
3.
and he comes back with 4 empty sacks of gold, like empty sacks, and then a bag of gold, and he's kind of spreading them out evenly within each bag, and he gives you each 400 to cover your to cover the quest you
I
took.
add that to my inventory.
Yeah, definitely write that down.
We previously had we got 200 from him, I believe, right?
Yeah, you got 50 each
Oh,
before.
50 each. Okay.
I spent all of mine.
Now we've each got 400.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I had spent.
I can buy a lot of axes with that.
Oh, for goodness sake.
He thanks you guys profusely again, and then he's like, by the way, did you find any other relics? I'd gladly pay
Oh,
for
did
them.
we?
We found a
Yes.
ring.
Actually, I think we should hold on
Yeah.
to the ring because we might need it again in the future.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Denz
Did you
isn't
find
gonna.
anything else?
He sees you guys. He hears you guys mentioning the ring, but he's not gonna like pry into getting it. He'll just take it if you want to get rid of it, basically.
What else did we find?
Well, we found those axes.
Oh, I've got a
Sorry.
useless axe. If he can help me how to make it
didn't we
useful, that'd be cool.
didn't we take something from? Oh wait, no. We remember we used made copies of some of the stuff we found, like some of the writing.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You did do that. Den's, Den's agrees to pay for some of those if you want to give them.
Okay.
I also found a useless axe.
He looks it over and is like, there's nothing really of value for me here.
Aw.
Okay, he'll give you, how many pages do you have? Do you remember? It was like three or four?
Yeah, it was, yes, and I believe it was all, like,
the writings on the doors.
The writings on the doors, plus also from the room with the statues.
Right, okay, for the whole thing, he's gonna give you an extra 200.
Oh, there you go, an extra 50
Wow.
each.
And
Extra 50 each? Oh, okay.
And if, in case any of us forgot, maybe check your inventory. Maybe you guys wrote something down.
I appear to have acquired 2 alchemist dice at some point, but I'm definitely keeping that. So.
Yeah, those aren't really relics anyway.
Yeah, I've got a potion of mage armor and the useless axe. That's all I got from down there.
Okay.
I
Did I
have
actually have you write
X-1
down
healing
useless?
You
potions
told me
of
that I
life
had to
healing.
write down that the axe was useless if I wanted to take it.
Okay. It's funny. Okay, if that's all you guys have, then.
I mean, I've got a couple of useful axes, but I'm not willing to part with them.
At this point, if someone like threw you like a fan, you would just be like cutting people up because there are axes coming out in every direction. The only other thing I can think of is there was like a bowl that you got when you found Milhouse's brother.
Alright, Millhouse. No, isn't that Millhouse's? I forget.
I mean, that's for you guys to decide. I'm just telling you that I think you
I
have
think
it.
we should keep that.
I think we should give Milhouse the right of first refusal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denz
Denz human.
Denz is like, I don't know who this Millhouse is, but you could always give him the gold for the bowl.
We
Hey,
don't know.
it's his
the
brother's
bowl might
stuff.
have-
We can't just take it away from him and give it to some human.
Oh.
I hate to say this, but Rishcodish is right. We'll have to make certain he doesn't want it. It could be a family heirloom or something like that.
I'm actually half elf.
Trust me, it doesn't help.
Oh. Well, thanks a lot, my friends. I'll happily share any knowledge I get in the future. And if I can think of any other jobs for you, I'll definitely, you'll be the first I ask.
Yay!
If you guys are planning on sticking around Nono, you might want to go to the Adventurers Guild. Get some more work.
It was certainly on my mind.
Or either that, or I mean, there's always the other islands around this place. I'm sure you could find something to catch your interest. Anyway, we're locking up, so it's best that we part ways here.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
He runs away excitedly and kind of like clips his heels.
Oh, isn't he happy? I feel good about this.
You guys make your way back downstairs, and they kind of lock up, and you're left on your own again.
We should buy more gear.
I was about to say, actually, it might be good if to at least if it's getting late to get a place to stay for the night.
Yeah, you
well,
let's say like a knowledge local.
Hey, guess who remembered to take knowledge local?
Not me.
It's not a high roll. Even people untrained can probably get it.
Okay, yeah. Let me see here as per tradition. No. There we go.
Okay, yeah. You know there's kind of a curfew around here.
God. How?
It's usually sorry. Oh. Okay.
Again.
You guys know that usually like about 2 or 3 hours after the sun goes down, there's a curfew. And that once that curfew is in effect, you're kind of like the guards are not going to be around at that time because they're off doing other things.
Okay, well.
Who watches the curfew?
Yeah.
Then?
Well, if nothing else, we'll be able. We could be, get rooms in the inn where Millhouse is now working.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going there anyway, so.
Yeah, that seems like the best idea.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's
Buy
go
some
give
more gear.
Millhouse's stuff back.
So we'll be caught without stuff.
Okay.
Too late. Everything's closed.
You guys are heading back towards the Portside Inn, and as you're going, nothing really out of the ordinary is happening. You see some of the naval officers going into their barracks. Some are heading out to sea for some sort of patrol, and others are just kind of relaxing outside the pub.